Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for February 2021. We are already in February. February is a short month. We got to remember that. When I was thinking about you, just getting the cards ready before the reading, I was just thinking how a lot of people would describe you as the wild child of the zodiac. And nothing wrong with that, and I feel that's because, you enjoy your wild side, and you're someone who enjoys taking chances. If you don't, then that tells you have like energy attached to you that you've got to let go. Because, and that, for you, it may even mean getting outside, no matter the temperatures, like getting outside and being in nature. It could really help bring you back to center. I don't know why I'm saying all this other than someone's feeling a little off kilter. But anyways, let's go ahead. Well, first of all, this is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Those intuitively guided to the channel, or to this reading in particular, and you have no reason why. Just trust. Trust that your guide sent you here. Some of you may be checking in on a Sagittarius, and same thing, remember that your guides know you're here, so be open to receiving some messages yourself. Alright guys, I find it rather dark in here today, and I don't know why, so I lit a candle and put it at the end of the desk. It's like my overhead light has dimmed. Still there. It just feels dimmer. I don't know. Alright, let's begin. So we're going to take our Mother Mary card. Thank you. And then we're going to read it in the end. But I found pulling them in the beginning or letting them come out in the beginning is the way to go. Because they always seem to have a very special meaning in the reading. So what do we have? We have compassion. Compassion. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. It's a quality of the Empress. Some of you may be moving into that type of energy. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. I don't think in any way it means you're being a fool. It's just all in how you decide to deal with something, right? I can come to the table angry, or I can just come to the table and have forgiveness in my heart, and maybe I'm closing something out. And I bid you adieu. There's no knives, and it's just I bid you adieu. Thank you for your time. Clearly, I'm picking up on someone's energy. Alright. So, bringing in the Tarot of Dreams. And we're going to let the story start to unfold. We have the Four of Pentacles. It's like he has this hidden treasure, and he wants to show it to me. Now, I feel like if I asked if I could hold the box and look at them deeper, he would say no. I don't know what I'm picking up, other than I feel like someone is showing me something that's very dear to them. Something, it's almost like showing me their trophies, but I'm not allowed to hold the trophies. My hands can't leave it. They're thinking my hands can't leave it. I don't know. Interesting. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I just did Libra's reading. This may hold someone's truth. This box that I'm seeing may be, hidden truths where, I get to see them. And maybe that's as far as I can take it right now. Like, I get to see them. I get to know of them. But maybe that's as far as I am allowed. You could be the one who's holding the box, and you're revealing a part of yourself to another, but just so much, right? But, you can't hold me yet. Interesting. It's like who's ever in the Four of Pentacles, they're proud of where they are. Now, they may just be at the beginning of where they're going to go, but I feel like they're proud of where they are. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Lovers, card of Gemini. Guys, I have a feeling this is going to be a long reading, and I'm telling you, if you're going to invest your time in the beginning, you should invest it for the full reading because, I often feel these stories need this time, they need to develop, and that takes time. We could rush through them, and we could just be like, okay, that's happening, that's happening, that's happening. We're going deeper. We want the solution. But to get the solution, sometimes we need to look at the reason, the hard truth, realizations of ourselves, all that. And that's all in these readings, right? So I feel like it's giving you the real way, not just the easy way, but the real way. Anyway, and I guess I'm saying it because now the Lovers is out. And I just love the image in this card. It's like we couldn't get any closer. We can't get any closer. We want to get closer. Can't even get closer. Right next to it is mirroring energy. Some of you may just be finding yourself on this trip, on this journey, and you may have just recently met someone or recently have, when I'm saying recent, I don't know. It doesn't have to be recent. But I feel like you or them they're very slowly revealing themselves. Very slowly. But I feel like it's enough. I do feel like there may be even arguments over this, right? You show me your box, I see the jewels in it, I see it, right? But I don't get to hold it. I don't get to experience. And it's like this person, the other person's like, but I'm showing you something that I show no one, right? So it's like they're coming around. And I really feel like at this moment, they can't do better than what they're doing right now. Maybe I want more. It's like often in a Virgo man, and I know a Virgo man, I live with one. But it can take a long time for them. Listen, they can develop emotions pretty easily, but to then speak of them, or even more, show them. But normally speak of them, it's an evolution. And maybe not all, but I've done a lot of readings where we were looking at Virgo men. So, it's not judging, right? It's just the way I prefer it. Anyway, I do feel like this is about someone's truth, or someone's feelings, and again, they may not be coming fast enough for one. Anyway, well, let's see what else we have. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Magician. The Magician can control this ego energy, is what it's saying. You know, the most ego that's on the table is within Five of Wands. And the Magician is under that. So the Magician can not only create it, but it can change it, right? And Five is about change. It's mirroring energy. You know, you're seeing yourself in another, even if you don't recognize that. So anyways, you know, the Magician seems to have all the power here right now, because the Magician can, you know, if I feed into the ego part of it, well, then that's where it will go. I feel like also with this Nine of Swords here, you know, it's truly someone who is worrying about another who, for some reason, I feel like these two know that they will commit, they will be together. But again, maybe one's moving slow, one's moving faster, and I feel like maybe the one who's moving too fast is carrying the Nine of Swords. And actually, I feel it's both. So carrying the Nine of Swords energy, and that is things I don't need to worry about. It's unnecessary worry. But this worry builds and builds, and can create all kinds of imaginary stories in our mind, right? So we always want to know when we're being influenced, you know, when, you know, the universe has that type of influence, putting us in that place. Normally, it's the energy seeking clarity over, because it's a 9. Anyway, and then I found the opposite end, where someone may be worried that maybe someone who's moving slow is worried they're going to lose the person who wants to move too quickly or wants to move faster. But nonetheless, they feel like they have to be true to themselves, right? So there's like two different types of worry. Now, then it looks like that's kind of what feeds these lovers, right? Because boom, here's the Magician. And above it is that defensive type of mirrored type of energy. You know, and you guys know, I always say the Five of Wands to me are people who are resisting each other in, let me put it another way. This is when everyone wants to be right. So no one is appreciated in that energy type of thing, right? But usually I'm not even listening to what the other person has to say, because I'm already forming what I have to say next. And so the cycle goes. So, you know, so the cycle goes. But it's also showing us the why, right? But the Nine of Swords is what's making us be in that energy. And the good news is Divine is saying, this is unnecessary. You know, it's almost like I'm going to send you both to your room or to your corner, until this energy ends. Anyway, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles right next to the Magician. Let me tell you, the Two of Pentacles is a much better type energy. It's the type of energy where I'm looking at things realistically. I'm using my logical mind. Nine of Swords is anything but that. But in the Two of Pentacles, you know, I'm asking myself the real questions. Like, do I want this in my life? Do I want it? If someone may be moving too slow, but yet I feel like if that's the case, like, you guys know that you're going to end up in this energy anyway, kind of. So maybe this person over here is like saying, Okay. You know, okay, right? And here we have compassion up here again, right? Does that say? I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. Of course, it can be the other way around. So I feel like the magician is like, I leave it up to you. You are the magician. Okay, let's keep going. We have, look at this. We have the Ten of Cups under the Lovers. So, Sagittarius, you're not really the one who really always wants love in their reading. But boy, do I tell you that this is talking about something that feels very deep. And I feel like part of this is about really a lesson, or at least an illumination over something that you can change, and therefore it changes your energy, and therefore changes your life, right? Wow. Okay, so with the Ten of Cups under the Lovers. And then look at this. We have the Palace of Coins. You know, I took these cards out of the deck probably the first couple times I used them. I thought, you know, they're not something we normally see. And then I thought to myself, I don't know what reading it was, but I thought to myself, you know, well, I'm going to look them up and see what they mean. Because that's why I took them out. I'm like, I don't really know what they mean, you know, but I hadn't, you know, you have an understanding. Anyway, what it really talks about is the atmosphere that you potentially could find yourselves in. You know, there's different, it's like different seasons. The Palace of Coins is a time of abundance, right? It's a time when I'm creating history. You know, perhaps I'm creating a love story that will, in time, be spoken of. You know, whether that be by your grandchildren. You know, I felt this earlier too in another reading, but anyway, it's a good place. And, you know, I'm an earth sign. To me, it's like the place I'd want to end up. So this is something that's very stable. And it may say, you know, again, as it, you know, this is something that may be moving, but it may be moving like what feels like extremely slow. Let's say you don't even know who this lover's is yet. You know, then it shows you kind of what you have to look at to be ready for it. You may be in the lovers, and you may be the one who's holding that box, right? Showing you some things, right, that I normally don't show others. Well, let me see it. Let me hold it. No, no, no. Just look. Just look. And you know it's important that you were shown it in the first place. Like, you knew right then and there that there was something, even though you couldn't hold it. You knew. Whoa. Alright, we're going to take what's up. I'm not going to take all those. Way too many. Sometimes I think it's just to get my mind off of something that maybe I don't want to take my mind off of yet. We have 2 swords. And just look at her in there. Look at the blindfold on her. You know, it's almost like she's saying, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Either way, I'm damned. That's how I feel. But there's a blindfold over that perception. And she's not allowing herself to see it. So I probably keep repeating in this energy. You know, if this is a crossroads and I'm coming to, and many of the twos are, coming to a choice, this may be following the lower energy because, you know, it's where I've been. It's where I'm comfortable. And I know that if I go follow the high road, so to speak, that requires something of me. So in a way, I'm playing a little victim, and I don't mean to be rude when I say that. I include myself in all these readings. I do. Anyway, the reason why I don't love her right now is because she has the Magician above her. So she's creating out of that energy. And out of that energy is created the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is resistance all day long. And it's interesting. And then you have the Two of Pentacles up here. So you have it's almost two different crossroads. Or two different ways to look at it, maybe. And then we have the Hangman. It's like, okay, wait a minute, back up. Let's re-examine this, right? Let's see the wisdom in this. There's something more than what I'm seeing. I'm only seeing what I want to see, but now I need to see it all. And I don't mean what's in that person's box. I mean, it's even understanding sometimes the learning patience. Sagittarius, it's a big lesson for you, is patience. As part of what brings you balance. But I want to hold that box right now. Well, I can't. Well, then you must not love me. I don't even know why that just came up. Anyway, we have the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, that's defending oneself. It's defending oneself. And look at that, with the Eight of Swords underneath that, guys, it's very clear what this is all saying. So the Eight of Swords, self-created energy, number one. It's an armor that we put around ourselves. Sometimes that means that we're unwilling or even unable to see someone else's perspective because we put this armor around us. It's not who we really are, though, right? Normally we're open, especially you Sagittarius. Normally you're open, very open, but here it's like you're very closed. And from that energy, becomes the energy of defending, feeling like I need to defend myself, maybe. Maybe I do have to defend myself, but nonetheless, I feel like, again, it's coming from an energy that is being born out of something that isn't real. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and bring the clarifiers right in. So, let's look at the good side of this so far. We have the Magician. So the Magician shows when you have the energy to manifest, whether it be light or dark, it's like, we're all on this wheel and it comes around to each and every one of us, and it just so happens it's stopping at you. It's stopping at you. And there may be like a crossroads, even if it's just of a feeling. And I have two different ways of looking at it. And depending on the way I'm looking at it is what I'm going to create. It's interesting. It feels like, the Magician goes up to that Five of Wands. However, I feel like if it comes from the Two of Pentacles, it goes over to the Ten of Cups. I mean, come on. Interesting, I did that backwards. I did it backwards from the way I normally do that. Interesting. Sorry, I keep saying interesting, but sometimes these readings just pull me in It's like I'm reading the best novel, and I cannot wait to turn the page. Alright, so we're going to go up to this Four of Pentacles, which, you know, is carrying a very particular type energy with it. You know, someone's spiritual journey, because I feel like what's in that box, and by the way, you know, there's 4 things in that box, and 4 represents stability. But I feel like it's even someone's spiritual journey. Like if I'm on a ladder or if I'm on, you know, the number from 1 to 10, lessons from 1 to 10, I have just graduated 4. And being proud of that. Boy, it does feel dark in here. We have, look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. Look at that, guys. So, you know, I find it kind of beautiful that the Ace of Cups just came over this energy of someone who is, you know, it may not be all that you want, but they're letting you in, or you are letting someone in on a part of you that you just normally don't, or they just normally don't. And that alone is a special message, right? What am I holding? I'm holding Ace of Cups. Wow. Forgot what I was holding. So here is the Ace of Cups, you know. I feel like if I'm in that Nine of Swords energy, I really do not have to doubt. It almost makes me feel like it's an earth sign. Like, I almost, like, you know, they're thinking, I almost wish I could move faster, but I'm not built that way, right? I'm not built that way, but they take pride. I feel like this is someone who takes pride in themselves also, but not prideful, not boastful or boastful. Boastful or boastful. Anyway, well, here we go. I keep forgetting what I'm holding. I'm holding the Ace of Cups. And we have the Lovers. What else do we have here? We have the Three of Wands. That's nice, because, you know, I feel like that's this person allowing love to kind of seep in. And as they do that, it's almost like you're softening them. And that may come through your compassion. That may be why it's here. Like there's something from you, or it's from them, where one is being softened, right? It's like this love comes down over this person who, you know, it's just who I am. And there's no lie there. And it's like softening him. You know, it reminds me of like when you see like this big, tall, muscular man on the street, and I don't know, like, I don't want to see you become fearful, but it's just like, whoa. But then you find out it's the biggest teddy bear. He's the biggest teddy bear. He's someone who just allowed that to soak in. I don't know if that was the right analogy. Anyways, here's the Three of Wands, and I feel like this is you. This is your energy. Your energy help them to see this. Three of Wands, this is allowing myself to get excited about my future. Let me grab a drink real quick. You know, it's almost like Earth saying, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let a little fire in. I'm gonna let a little fire in. And I'm doing it because, you know, because of this Ace of Cups. I may not be able to show it all, right? But I'm showing you parts that I don't show other people. And you, in return, seem to be softening me, teaching me. Interesting. It's like you are each other's teacher, right? It's like you're learning patience, and they're learning how to move, maybe more in their intuition. Someone who feels like found their way into the spiritual world, found their way. Maybe didn't even seek it. Maybe something happened in their life. I don't know. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. Interesting. We have the Six of Cups coming over the Lovers. Well, you know, if I was doing a twin flame reading, all the signs would be here. But it's not about that. You know, these lovers, they have happy memories of each other. This is each of them having these lovely memories, these happy memories. Whether they were as us as a child, and that connection at that time maybe only lasted for our childhood, right? And then we were each sent secretly almost to our destined journeys, right? They weren't the same. They weren't meant to be the same. Each of you having, you know, your importance, but nonetheless, this is, you know, it's almost like I want to say to this person, it is because of you, even though you weren't there. It's when I was in some of my darkest moments, because this is pretty dark right here. I would think of you, and thinking of you helped pull me back out again. This feels pretty deep. I just want to say that. It feels very deep, and I do feel like this energy is matched, whether it's being said or it's not being said. What I don't like is seeing the Nine of Swords and now seeing the Ten of Swords. That means in some way I grew it. And it is, I don't know. Let me see, what else do I have here? I have the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I felt energy of Earth, for sure. Whether it be their sun, their moon, their rising, whatever it is. But I feel the influence in this reading. You know, I feel like you could have been faced. It may be going on right now, but for some reason I feel like this was like, almost feels like a past lifetime to me. But anyway, I feel like there was a period where I was faced with, maybe I put that on myself, where I was going to choose this one or that one. And because one said the things that I wanted to hear, it made me feel good about myself in that way. And maybe it was the human part of me seeking that experience. I chose that. I chose that. And this may have been a long relationship, you know, and it may be a karmic relationship. I don't know. But I feel like I have to talk about that. And almost like it was a past life. So maybe it's coming back around. like, like our past life, we tried to get together and dang it, we didn't because of earthly reasons. Our life ends. We go back, right? We talk as spirit, like, okay, let's do it again. Why not add the drama of come in when I am like so down and out, like the savior, you know what I mean? Like, because your soul wants these experiences and is why we come to earth, because believe it or not, we want these. And to appreciate the Ace of Cups, man, we probably have to have the Ten of Swords, right? The Ten of Wands. Anyway. So, I feel like I find myself in a dilemma. So I see the two swords face up. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have Justice. Someone may be with another, and whether you're cutting ties, because I'm almost getting like the person that I chose, who said all the right things, didn't turn out to be what I thought. They just didn't. And I feel like someone has this feeling in them, like, I almost feel like you don't love them, right? There's no love. Why? Because someone came to the table with a mask on. Now, maybe you were given the signs, maybe you weren't. Nonetheless, say you were, but you missed it. You end up on this journey within there's lessons to learn, right? You're not here for nothing. And sometimes that may be, I need to slow down because I trusted that this person they said how great they were for me, right? This person over here, though, who's revealing themselves slowly, but what they're revealing is very deep. On the other hand, I feel like someone revealed themselves on a very surface type level. Nonetheless, I feel like there's different things happening for different people, and I'm trying to grab as many as I can. Nonetheless, I feel like justice is the cutting of the ties. When justice comes to the table, and she's coming over the magician, she is here to make you whole again. So you may be broken in a million different pieces, but she's here to make you whole again. And listen, you've been broken in a million little pieces many times, and justice has stepped in and made you whole again. Maybe you don't remember. That's okay. Maybe you're not meant to. But I think believe and trust and know, right? Because, man, the alternative is the Ten of Swords over the Five of Wands. Well, damn. It doesn't feel good. Let's keep going. We have the Eight of Wands. Interesting. So the Eight of Wands is coming over the Lovers and over the Ten of Cups. Justice also. So listen, let's just like say it like it is. I feel somebody may be leaving someone because either you're feeling someone else's energy, and therefore it's putting movement within you, or literally you have, Six of Cups can talk about someone I knew in my younger years, my younger days, my happier times, that type of thing. And boy, have they grown. You know what I mean? And wow, the connection is. Listen, this is not that I'm saying expect fireworks, but it's like a knowing. And then you have the Eight of Wands over that. So That's fast-moving energy also. Now, is it asking you, like in one way? I don't know. Let me see what else I have. Look at this. I have the 2 swords. I need another drink of Coke. I feel like there's a lot to consider. Let's give it even better light. So we have the wheel. Why did I stop taking cards? We have the wheel, and we have the 9 of Cups above that wheel. With justice beside that, and I feel like this is about you. This is about a period where you can feel happy. You can feel happy. I feel like if you're questioning leaving someone who, again, had that false facade, may have said the right things, but did not follow up in their action. Quite the opposite. I feel like they stabbed you in the back. And I don't feel you love them. So, doesn't have to be you're married to them, but I feel like it may be energy, I gotta cut ties. Yet again, I have you in the 2 swords down here. Let's find out why. You know, for some of you, ultimately this may come to you needing and knowing that you need to make a decision if you want your life to change, in however that is. But I feel like if I'm in low energy and I myself can have, if I can look at things for all that they are, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who sees the details that others may miss. And maybe that's just really what I need to see, the details that I've been missing, that I put the blindfold on for. You know, here it is over and over again. You know, but that's on lower energy. And I have to tell you, I feel like when you're seeking the light, you're going to find it. Because the energy here is all of light. We have, wow, we have the Hangman. Why am I saying wow? Where else is the Hangman? I felt like we already saw the Hangman, but oh, right here. So here's the Hangman. And it also serves as, listen, in the Hangman, what you're doing is you're seeking wisdom about the next step you should take. I feel like because it's coming over the 4 of Cups, that talks about spiritual discernment. But it says don't be hasty, right? Make it something of quality if you're going to change anything. If you want to move forward, you know, move forward like with quality. Well, let's see what else we have. Look at this with the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles talks about being your unique self. This could be having a little bit of lack of confidence in myself, even my skill, based on probably this energy of people who are stabbing you in the back, right? So you got to ask yourself now, why would I let their opinion, right? I mean, they stabbed me in the back. They couldn't even do it to my face. So why am I going to allow their opinion to, in any way, affect what my future can be? Because it's showing your future has the ability to be truly bright. But it's through your own awarenesses and then your movement. Now listen, no one's saying leaps. This is just taking the first step towards. So, what else I love about the Three of Pentacles is other people, where you're at in that energy, other people, the people around you now, see you for who you are, love you for who you are, uniquely who you are, what you bring to the table. You're an important part of what's being created. This is a beautiful energy of collaboration. And each really bringing their own unique stamp to the table. Whether this be in love or this be in creating something, either or, it's coming. Listen, the Two of Swords is under it, but so is the Magician. So I feel like ultimately, again, you got to make a decision here. I hate to be so blunt, but come on, I got the Lovers, and I got the Ten of Cups, I got the Ace of Cups, and I got the Two of Cups. So that can all be, right? Maybe it doesn't happen as fast as I want. And maybe in the meantime, and I've been getting this a lot, do what brings me a sense of joy. Get my foundation ready. You may meet someone where that's important. Not that it would determine whether to be with you or not, so to speak. But I think if you were someone who I feel like the person who's coming in is in this Lovers, whether I've known him or not. I don't feel like they're the type who maybe at one time they did, but I don't feel like there's someone who's going to the bars at night, going to meet my buddies or my girlfriends. Not that there can't be occasional things like that, but I feel like this is about the relationship. And I also feel like there's a need that I need to say to someone, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And that means if my love life is not going well, then nothing's going well. Don't allow that to be, because there's something, again, a gift that I feel like we're all given something to turn to that can bring us a sense of joy. And many times it's in our creativity. We may not know we have it until we follow that instinct, right? And then next thing you know, we want to learn more and more and more, and we become more and more natural at it. So many times we have to seek that. Anyway. Okay, turning them around. We have the Two of Cups again. With the Two of Cups, we have the King of Cups. And with the King of Cups, we have the Emperor. First of all, Emperor is card of Aries. King of Cups can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That doesn't even matter, though. Because I don't think Spirit's putting any sign on this person other than to say the King of Cups is someone who would come to the table knowing the importance of love. Doesn't mean they didn't have relationships, but being in love is important. This person may have, or even you, have put it off, and put it off. Maybe they are running their own business, or they're building their own name, or something like that. But when the King of Cups now shows up over the Two of Cups, I feel like this is about, especially the Eight of Swords coming out of that energy, it's coming time. It's coming time, and I don't know, but I feel like everyone here seems to have a pretty good foundation. As long as I'm being real with myself, what I want seems to come to me. I just gotta be careful about what it is I'm asking for. I gotta see who's putting these knives in my back, and I gotta make the decision to say no more, right? Take it no more. You know, I don't know. I just feel like with this Lovers here, and I felt the energy when we opened up this reading of this person with this box who is showing you a part of them that very little, if any, one in this lifetime have heard, seen. I don't know. So there's something in that. And the Ace of Cups is right over that. So I really trust this energy. And I feel like if you know what I'm talking about, take off the pressure for yourself, because the Nine of Swords is energy you're carrying around. But carrying that energy around is going to get out into the atmosphere, right? And many times, we start looking at things in the wrong way. I don't know what I'm saying, other than this feels really special. Boy, I wish I could think of a title that would really do this justice, because I feel like you need to see this part of what can be. And, forgive yourself for the times that you're in relationships with, people who stabbed you in the back. It's not about that. It's about what you did, how you react to it. How did you react? What action steps did you take? When you reflect back, did you do so without judgment? Did you gain what you could gain? And then did you close that door? Because the closing of that door signifies that you're ready for the next door to be open. If I take everything I've gained from where I was, and I take it as a tool that I will have for forevermore, then walking through these portals, these new beginnings, aren't quite so scary. Right? They're just not scary. Even these people who put the swords in my back, they seem to lose their power. They lose their power over me. And I feel like they should. I feel strongly. I feel like many of you are being guided to someone very special. And if you expect fireworks, well, it just may not happen right now. But it will build. It's one of these things that builds. And each time it builds deeper and deeper. It almost feels like you're filling each other up. It's inside that you're growing each other, and the love for each other grows. And I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it there, because it's one of those things, guys, where you can be in a terrible time right now and think that there's no way things are going to change. But I'm telling you, your energy and your perspective and what you think of the future and what's out there, it is out there. It is out there. Things can change if you want them to change. I feel like you have the ability now to cut the ties that you need to cut. And once you cut those ties, and just tell the universe, I cut these ties once and for all. Listen, if something's meant to come back, it'll come back. It'll come back with purpose. I feel like a lot of this energy is not meant to come back. This is like, what did you do here? You said to the universe, I'm not done living. I'm not done experiencing life. And the universe says, all right, here we go. And here we go. I'm going to read the last card, Compassion. This card is an angel that comes to you to uplift the way you're seeing your current situation and people in it, including yourself. As a sensitive person, you're affected by others' negativity, and this has recently darkened your emotions and thoughts. To bring more light into your world, see people's situations through the eyes of Mother Mary and the angels. Know that they and you are doing the best they can. Although we all make mistakes, ultimately everyone wants the same thing: peace and love. This card calls for you to be the peacekeeper in this situation and to make the first move towards a harmonious resolution. By sharing peace and love, you bring healing blessings to this situation and increase your own self-esteem. Wow, guys, I don't know, but so many of the words in that last card were talking about your reading. I feel like we're talking about the patience, and that is more with this connection. Someone who is revealing themselves. It is happening slowly, but I feel like it's a trust. Like you can trust what you trust. Even if you're used to being treated a certain way. I don't want to keep rehashing the reading. I feel like it has spoken for itself. I look forward to your comments. So, as always, thank you guys. Wow, I have not felt the connection in a reading in a long time like I feel right now. And I feel like lately, I feel like Spirit's allowing me to feel for a moment what it will feel like. And, it's hard to explain other than to say, wow. So in my head for a second, the whole thing makes sense. But then I realize that everyone's in their own part, right? And everyone's trying to find what's the next step. So this is a guideline to help you. I know we're using tarot cards, but I truly feel it's coming from our spirit guides. And the cards are merely helping to show me the story like I see it. And I do see it in a story form, and it's the way I like seeing it. So anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you all that, except beautiful. I feel very happy for you. On a soul level, I feel very happy for you. It's almost like you become a hippie. And I don't know why I'm seeing it. All of a sudden, I'm seeing you like, and I grew up in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, and I mean like beautiful hippie. And so is the other person. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.